What is the crack? Welcome back. It probably sounds horrible. Look, I got John. I got John on the channel. Oh, he doesn't. He's not. He's not here for it. He's not a man for the camera, ain't you? I am though. Hope these are all well. Just a little chat today again. Oh yeah, I thought I'd just talk about the election because I don't really get political around this. I'm not planning to get like political per se, but I'm just curious. Like the spoiled votes. I wonder how many there was. They didn't come up for me, and like I didn't deep it too much, but. Yeah, we went down, like we always vote, and I went down, and it was just like, I had a bit of technical difficulties there, folks. The Matrix was trying to stop me, no, anyways, and I ran out of storage on the SD card, so I just had to delete a lot of old videos. That's alright. So what I was saying was about the spoiled votes, like, I could probably just look it up and know it, but I'm sure someone with an opinion, or someone who's learned it, will comment on this video and tell me, so hopefully let me know how many spoiled votes that was, I'm curious. Wish I would have taken a picture on mine. We're out. I really need to lead that, not puppets, just put X over the trailer heads. And like that's nothing against them, they're probably lovely people, but like I just think they're all puppets. You know what I mean? And that's the universal, that's not just in Ireland. But I'm not gonna get deep into that. I'm having a good day. Apart from Chelsea losing 2-1 to Sunderland, that wasn't great. But come out, I'm older now. I don't let a football team's performances affect my day. Can't believe I'm not from here. Still love watching. I love watching the game. I love watching football. I love playing football. But like getting annoyed over a lot of people that don't even know me. Do you know what I mean? Like all power to it and all. Like, I've been there myself. But not anymore. Not anymore. The sleep schedule actually. The last day I was telling you, I was sick the last week or so, and just you're staying up all hours. You're sleeping into fucking all hours as well. Just bad cycles. They're gonna fix it. They're going to stay up all night last night and I'm going to fix it. I didn't, ended up going to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning and I didn't wake up today till 2 o'clock or something, which is better than the day before. So, you know, we're getting there, but it's a Saturday, so you know what I mean? I'm not even hard on myself on it. Like, you're still getting that. Just stop moaning, okay? Stop bullying. Just, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so mission failed again today, but come out, it's the weekend, so I'll end up staying again Saturday night tonight. I'll end up staying up late again. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up on the PlayStation or something. I need to make another PlayStation video. Do you know what? I stopped the Mafia videos. I'm sorry for anyone that wanted to watch that, but it's just such a story mode game where it's like I need to be keeping engaged with like the story, and like I just feel like people want to watch that game, play it because it's something to watch while you're playing. You know what I mean? It's listening to me say a few stupid things over. It's not gonna be fun. Ghosty out to it though. When I get that though, that's gonna be a bit of crack, and I'll have fun commentating over that. But the Mafia game, I feel like I'm just stopping and pausing, even though it's a story that goes. So I'm like, stop that, make a few fun videos. When I get Battlefield 6, definitely take a few videos out of that. But yeah, that's just a little update, you know, same as yesterday, just talking shite. What else is going on? Because I've been just shouting on to you about the movie and all, and I'm not even telling you as much about that. So sorry about that, but that's going well. I can't wait to bring that. And I've also brought someone on as well. So when I do get to the filming part, I brought someone on who I'm delighted. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say anything about that now. I'm just gonna keep teasing this. Just teasing this. The teaser. The Caesar or Malteser. If any OGs remember that. Yeah, it's like all them days where I was sick as well and just, you know, like in the gaff. You're just sick, no energy. You're just consuming. And all I was just consuming was just all sorts. Just frying the brain. Different philosophies, different way of thinking, and then like you've also all the government stuff and all they're taking in, then you're taking in world government shit, and then it's just like, yeah, the news is all just, and I just like, I just, show me something funny. Show me something funny. Yeah, look, I've been just taking in too much stuff that I don't need to take in right now, because I'm interested in it, you know what I mean, like just mad into history, just mad into, just, even like, not that I'm mad into politics, because I think it's a lot of absolute, I'm trying not to curse anymore, but you know what I'm saying? It's all puppet game, just nonsense, just using big words to deflect questions. It's basically all they do. Like I've never actually heard any politician being asked a question and them answer. You know what I mean? Not in this country anyway. Not a hope. But I'm not actually getting political. It's all this. You know what I mean? Like just because all you're taking is the stuff with the riots and the protests. They turned it into a riot, and that's like the riot words after coming out. I know a few bad apples just, you know what I mean, made it made it worse, and like that's just showing the state of the country. People are angry, people get pissed off, and that's expected. And I hope it doesn't have to get too much worse, but I don't know what the future of this country is. I'm hopeful though. At the end of the tunnel, at the end of all the chaos, we're gonna have an Ireland that's united, and I'm not just talking about the six counties back. You know, financially that'd be a tricky few years. Probably long term would be good. Look, I'm not an economics professor or anything. I'm just a civilian that takes an interest. We just think through all this bullshit, all this shit going on, we feel like they'll actually unite the Irish people, because everybody's divided over issues that they're told to argue over. Like the majority of the time when I see people arguing online, they're not arguing about their own opinion. They're arguing about headlines that they've read or stuff that they've picked up, and it's just, and you can tell, like, you know what I mean, because it's usually just very bland arguments, and then as soon as like an argument comes in, then they're just getting nasty with each other. I'm like, what are you accomplishing with that? You know what I mean? Like, what are you accomplishing with that? But yeah, absolutely. Like, I haven't spoken on the City West stuff. I'm sick I didn't go up. I feel like I should have went up. I definitely should have went up. I feel like I've never been a part of a protest in my life, because when I was younger I just took that cynical view to where it's like they just don't lay down. They do. They spread a message, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to get too political with me content. I want to inspire people to chase their dreams. I want to inspire people to not be afraid to be who they are, and that's my message. You know what I mean? And I want Irish people to come together through art. That was my Irish Renaissance thing. My Irish Renaissance thing wasn't, when I said that, like, a few people were just going on about like the anti-immigrant stuff. Like, they were just going like, oh, you're a disgrace there. Someone said it's a disgrace to the country. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, why? That's like, they don't know my political opinion at all. I agree with them on most things. And he was like, you're a disgrace. I was like, why? At the time, because I said Irish people, I want up more Irish people to create art, because I know there's so many creative people in this country that don't use their artistic side, because they're put down by their mates, or they're put down by their peers, or the people they grew up with told you can't do that, or it's weird to do that, or what are you doing that? Like, do you know what I mean? Look at the state of him doing that. Look at it, or, do you know what I mean? Look at the state of her doing that. Just give over. Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody actually really cares. Like, the people who are putting you down, they actually don't care. They're just down at the fit. Do you know what I mean? It's the society we grew up in. I want that to change. I actually want people to just get over themselves and just be them and think for themselves, rather than being told what to do, told what to think. And that goes for the political stuff as well. Like, have your own opinion. Don't just fly to the herd because you need to pick a side, or you need to feel part of something. You know what I mean? Have your own opinion, because I guarantee you there's a lot more people who are thinking insanely than what you read online. Because I'm getting mad political now, but like, most of the hate online is bots, and it's other countries trying to tear other countries' governments down. Not their government, sorry, but their people. Like, do you know what I mean? To cause the voice. It's all it's all a mess. Like, the internet is like unbelievable for like information, but there's just so much shit that you have to see through to get the real stuff, to get the stuff that matters. And I'm not even just talking about real world news or just real politics, because like, it's told differently. Every country, every town, everywhere you go, it's told differently. It's just Chinese whispers. You know what I mean? You don't actually know what's going on. You're just hearing from this source, and it's how it goes. But yeah, like what I was saying about the Irish Renaissance is like, I feel like Irish art brings people together, whether it's through music, whether it's through poems, also over the years as well, even if it's through movies. Just, it's what brings people together. And music especially, like, think about the amount of people that have been brought together through Kneecap or Fontaines. Do you know what I mean? And I know there's more like that in this country that just haven't been given the spotlight. There's so many good bands, so many good bands. The Mary Wallopers, they're getting a bit of a show on now, which is deadly. The Mary Wallopers are class. It's good, like, but I still feel like there's more, and that's what I've been like delighted looking through TikTok, because like, it took me so many years to just chase my dreams, to just actually do what I want to do, and I'm seeing so many more people do it online now. People are just taking out the camera and doing what they want to do, or taking out the guitar, or taking out whatever it is they want to do, and they're doing it. And I feel like that's just going to accumulate over the years, and I feel like that's why I have a hope of a United Ireland, not in a sense of politically or religiously. I mean, just Irish people together, actually thinking, alright, what can we do? What's best for our country? Actually celebrating our past, celebrating our history, celebrating everything. And I think art is the way to do that, to like bring people together. And I think it's only ground and ground. So we actually think there's going to be an Irish Renaissance that's just going to bring the country up together. It's a mad, you can call it a fantasy, but Kind of more of a dream, you know. But yeah, I feel like we're just shitting on in this video. Like, it's the first time getting political whatsoever. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't give a shit about anyone's opinion. Like, if you disagreed with anything that I said there, fair play to you. Fair play to you. If you have any things that you think would change your mind, I'd like to hear it. I'd like to hear it. But if it's in a nasty kind of tone, or you just have to say, yo, we need you. Tell me when we need you then. I'd rather know when we need you and think, alright, am I being need you? Oh, I'm not. So there I need you. No problem. And that's it. Don't need to have an argument. Don't need to get nasty. Just go, alright, no worries at all. Your opinion's yours. My opinion's mine. Are we going to come to agree on some things? Obviously. Because I guarantee you can agree with nearly anyone on some things. Not everything, but some things. So there's always a common ground. Regardless of if you disagree on this thing or that thing. Like, I feel like the media just absolutely just the views, like the propaganda, like you learn about all this shit in school, like and you see it every day. It's these people arguing against, so this group arguing against this group, and it's like they all have the same opinion, and it's come from different sources. Different. I'm looking at myself in the camera instead of the camera. Jesus, what a vain fella. But you know what I mean? Like it's like they're taking it from this sort of media because you see both sides. If you look, I see both sides. I see the media that, like, as they say, like I said, I don't know if it's the camera cut out and I didn't realise, but yeah, see, people going their left or their right. Like, you know, you're left and right. You're neither of them. You're a human being. You're not labelled as some political party's agenda. You know what I mean? Like, think to yourself, what is the best thing for you on this earth, or is it the best thing for the ideology that has been pushed on you? You know what I mean? And like, just that's down to people's environments or the people that they're around. Like, it's always the case. You know what I mean? You're gonna monkey see, monkey do is the main thing, and they're a sponge from young. So most people's views would be obviously taken from the parents first, and then through school you get your some opinions taken there, and then you're pressured into your peers to fit in here and there, and that's more opinions going there. And by the time you get to an adult, most people don't know their own opinion, and they act like they do, or they like to believe that they do, but you've just been a sponge all these years, and you need to just take a step back and look within and go, right, what was all the, like, through all that nonsense, what do I actually really believe in, or what have I just been told to believe in, or what am I just believing in just to fit in? You know, it's deeper than that, but I'm not going to keep this all day. I just said I'll put the camera down. Just one day I wasn't going out to gaff or nothing. Well, I was going down to be dad's now, but I was like, you know what? I'll just stick the camera down, record, I'll talk. My mind's just been absolutely like that's what I feel. I feel like I'm just doing this, just get it out of my system a little bit, because like my mind has just been like politics the last few days, because I'm just taking it all in, and like I can see both sides. Like I couldn't. I don't think I'll ever align to a political party. I just align with the human race. You know what I mean? And like all the stuff with like the foreigners out and all, like definitely for sure we need stronger borders, and like there is some bad apples that we need taken out of this country. But that's, you can't fucking put all eggs in one basket. You know what I mean? There's some good people here, some good people who migrate over the right way, that attribute to our economy. Good people, and like they're feeling the brunt of it, and that's down to the government. That's not down to the people in the iPass centres that are taking advantage of a corrupt system. Do you know what I mean? It's the people up above that are just like they don't give a shit, and they're proving that all the time. Every single thing. It's every single time we read a statement from them when there is an outcry from the other people, I just feel like they're just standing there going like that, like we don't care, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's just actually been dry. It's been actually been, yeah. Felt like I just had to say something, you know. It's just actually hurt my heart, like that, like they're the options. I'm not saying like I don't know if they're horrible people. I don't think anybody's horrible. I think everybody's a good person that's just been led astray. Some, you know, most people are like, all people are good people at heart, and they just went off the path. Some people just went off the path where they're just not anymore. You know what I mean? And I feel like deep down there always is going to be that good person in all of them. But I just feel game of puppets, and they just pick and choose who they're gonna put in front to dance the dance, and you know what I mean, to deflect and all that nonsense. I just love if that was someone on that ballot that's just a true leader who believes in Ireland and wants the best for the Irish people, and not just the Irish people, but the people in here who've come over here to support our race. Like there's people over here who've migrated over, and they actually like they attribute to the Irish economy, obviously, and that's why everyone goes on about, like, oh, taxpayers' money and all this nonsense. Tax is a lot of nonsense anyway that we shouldn't be paying. We just shouldn't. Like, it's all a scam. But yeah, like, they're coming over here and they're not that they're actually they're integrating with our culture. You know what I mean? The amount of people who come over here and they're different skin colours here, they look a little bit different, but they talk like you, and they love Ireland. That's what we need. That's what we need in here. Not bringing in thousands of men that just aren't going to integrate. They're not vetted. You don't know who they are. Like, that's that's trying to destabilise the country. And when you see, like, the IPAS Centre set up, like, if this was not, I wouldn't even say 500 years ago, just 300 years ago, and you seeing encampments of large groups of men spread out throughout a country, that's an invasion. It is an invasion. And they're just taking advantage of the system, and it's the government that are letting an invasion happen. So that needs to be reversed. That's one of the main things that needs to be reversed, just to cause a little bit of fucking order in the country. But problems go deep on that, because as soon as this problem's done, they're gonna be squeezing money out of us in the way, and it's a relentless cycle. I think we need a whole new government. Not any of the options that are there. We need a government that's actually for the Irish people, because they're not. And you might say, you know, it's gonna split it's definitely gonna split opinions, but all I can say is, I think for myself, and I've watched my parents struggle down to decisions from our government growing up. I've seen it, and then when I get into adulthood, it's just like when I went 18, it was like prices were risen and all compared to when, like, my parents and all, but, like, it was just, and there was still shit, like, people were struggling to get by, but it's like since 18, so I was 19 when COVID started, and it's just went worse and worse and worse and worse and worse every single year. And, like, when is the boiling point? And it's clearly getting there now. You can clearly see that. I don't know. I just don't want it to get bad, because I don't want, like, I just want it to get sorted. I don't want civil war. I don't want, like, because the civil war means Irish people against Irish people. I don't want that. I want Irish people together, coming together on this and saying, what can we do to really better our country? Because there's countries that are doing that now, and it's only in the early stages, so I'm sure they're going to prosper over the years. But, you know, if you take the likes of what happened in Nepal or what's happening in Madagascar, it's crazy, like, do you know what I mean? But it happens, and people think it doesn't happen, but history repeats. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Yeah, it's hard to even think straight about it as well, in a sense, because you're just so much shit coming from all sides. I know when you have to have glancing over there and talking for 20 minutes. Jesus, Ken. I just felt like I had to get something to do. I don't know. Yeah, it's a mess, isn't it? It's an absolute mess, the world we inherited. But I feel like future generations can really do something about it. I actually believe that a utopia. I actually believe in a utopia in the next few years. I actually think it's horrible at the moment. We're in a bit of a depression worldwide, you know, in different states. Different parts of the world will be in different states of a depression, and there's obviously some countries that are prospering, but yeah, right here there's just a depression over the country at the moment. There is. It's just, I've felt it for years. It's only been getting worse, but I genuinely do feel at the end of the tunnel it's gonna get better. I actually do believe in that, and that's great for me, because I've had times over the last years where I've gone into a real cynical point of view where I just don't believe in it at all, because I'm obsessed with history and all this stuff since I'm young. And a lot of this, like, I remember even some of the stuff when I was a kid, like a little teenage, and how people would say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're just mad, all of it's come true. So now I'm like, maybe I'm not mad, maybe it actually is more fucked than I actually thought it was. And it's proven to be. But I genuinely think with the power of the internet, like it's caused so much hate, it's caused so much divide, but it's also put so much information out, and it's getting harder to hide the lies. And I feel like a lot more people are waking up, and a lot more people are gonna look at the person to the right, look at the person to the left, and go, do you know what? We're all the same, and these people telling us we're not, they need to go. They need to step down, and we need people who actually believe in us to come in. You know what I mean? Because worldwide, like obviously, you can get hippie now and say, oh, world peace and everyone comes together, but different cultures, they're probably better off apart. And if you want to visit another country and enjoy their culture, do it. Because you'll always have your own country's culture to go back to. Do you know what I mean? So I think this whole thing of imposing on other people's, and yeah, it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. But I'm not going to keep this any longer. So just I'm just going on here now, and I feel like there's enough of this stuff online anyway, and that's why I've kind of kept out of it, but it just has been melted over the last few days. So I was like, I'd say something to me loyal supporters, you know. Love you all. These are all fucking deadly. These are all fucking deadly. I know how many times I've coursed. I've tried not to course a few times in this course, but I'm still trying to. Like I said, the I wouldn't say indoctrination, but indoctrination would be a word used for a lot of things I talked about going back. But just monkey see, monkey do. Your environment. It's the way I speak. It's the way my people speak. The people where I'm from. Just how we speak. You know what I mean? A lot of people. I've got a lot of comments where they're saying, "I haven't a clue what you're saying," but I have a clue what I'm saying. And people that I talk to have a clue what I'm saying. Maybe I definitely need to improve it. 100%. I've said it a lot of times. I've tried to get a lot more articulate because, like, when I'm typing a message, my brain goes into hyperdrive and I'm able to articulate everything I'm able to. But when it comes to speaking it, I think I'm just not used to having many conversations that I've had to really test my brain, where it's like I'm just thinking deeper. I think a lot of the times when I've tried to have conversations like this, people just aren't arsed. They're just like, oh, I don't want to think about all that. I'm like, that's fair enough. Like, if you don't want to think about that, I'm not going to go on about it. But kind of silences you in a sense, you know what I mean? Because you're just like, really, I'd love to chat because I'm not a one-dimensional thinker. I like hearing other people's opinions, and I like hoping that it's going to differ mine, because I don't like thinking. I don't like being wrong. I like being wrong. I like being proven wrong because I can learn from that. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like being wrong and keeping that opinion because nobody's told me different. That's what I kind of meant, See, I'm not great at articulating my words, and even a lot of the things I would have talked about in this video, I definitely wouldn't have articulated as well as I would have liked to, but felt like I had to say something. I'm not, as I said, I'm not trying to. So I kind of just why I decided to make something after the election, because I was like, I don't want to influence anybody's choice because it's their. I really think it's their opinion that needs to, and there's so many people spreading the stuff that they need to see online. I get a lot of it anyway, and feel like they're really deep in it. I take it in from my own personal beliefs. I don't feel like that's my purpose right now. I feel like my purpose is to inspire, like, young men, but young women as well, to just chase their dreams. Don't be afraid to be who they are, and just, I think that's my message. Just as much as, like, I'm a real kind of, like, I love Ireland. I just do. Like, I don't. That's why I was like, I've no time for our government, but our people, our land. I love it. I just love Irish. I love Irish. You know what I mean? I just think politically, it's just the whole political side of our country has just put a stain on it. The religious side of our country put a stain on it. No, and that's not me being anti-Christian or anti-Catholic, should I say, but because I was raised Catholic. It's more just when you hear about the way it had a hold on our country when our parents were growing up and their parents were growing up, and it wasn't a healthy way. It was corrupted. It was, you know yourself. You know this. But, and also it's what split our country as well. Obviously more than that, because the people who wanted to stay part of the United Kingdom, but the big thing is the Catholic versus Protestant, and most people aren't. Most people don't care anymore. A lot of people most people, like, religion should be a form of healing, not a form of hatred. You know what I mean? It's the age-old trick, isn't it? Well, come on, I'm going to end that there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little rant there. Something different, just a long video, and I'm sorry, but just said I had to say something. Like that's what I'm just like. I'm trying to be a middle ground in a sense. You know, obviously my beliefs would probably weigh a lot more on some side that people have decided to decide. But my side is Irishness, Irish people. I don't pick a group out of hatred or out of just trying to that. It's just what I want for the country is the best. You know what I'm saying? So chase your dreams. Remember to some people who are watching this probably aren't going to be Irish, so be proud of who you are. Be proud of where you come from. Be proud that you're still on this earth, still breathing, and you still have something to give, or something to take, or something to experience, or something to love. Just you're on this earth, enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? There's so much negativity put out, and it's controlled negativity, as I was saying. It's the media, it's the way it's been used. It's been weaponized. You know, and you're probably if you're listening to me here and you think I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist saying that, that's your opinion. But I'm telling you, look deeper, because don't. You know what I mean? If you're naive and you're just happy getting by, keep it that way. But if you are read up and you know what's going on universally, yeah, it's a mess. But we feel like once we all know that, we can all come together and just be like, right, how do we sort this mess? How do we clean it all up into just greatness? You know what I'm saying? Because our species have so much potential, and it's just wasted. It's just been held back through so much nonsense, so much noise, so much fighting. Now, a lot of our best advancements in history have come through war, which is, that's kind of the whole different topic, which is, it's, yeah, it is a whole different topic that I'm just not going to get into right now because I don't have for. But yeah, I'm after trying to finish this video and I just stopped video. I just shut up. Chase your dreams, be you, yeah.